WWE Backlash was pretty awesome. Let's talk about it. Make sure to comment your thoughts on the pay-per-view and follow me for more wrestling content. But first, I want to talk about Gunther versus Pat McAfee. This was the only non-title match of the night. I made a video on this match yesterday before the premium live event, stating that even though some people were saying they didn't ask for this and they didn't think it would be good or something like that, that I was really excited for it. And honestly, it delivered everything that I was expecting. I don't know why, I just love this storyline between Gunther and these commentators. And the match delivered, and Pat McAfee was great in the match, apart from a slip on the ropes at one point. I really love this match, but I do hope that it's a one-off because we don't need this story to continue. Although, if Wade Barrett wanted to come out of retirement, I would not be mad about that. Y'all can let me know what you think about the match between Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch in the comments. But honestly, this might be my second favorite women's WWE wrestling match of all time. I absolutely loved it. I loved the storyline they were telling with it. They were going back and forth. It was amazing. Some people might be disappointed that Becky Lynch didn't get the victory, but it's Becky Lynch, and she does not need a title to be a great heel and a very competitive heel. Again, all in my opinion. The other big thing I want to talk about from this night, for this video at least, is the main event between Randy Orton and John Cena. They talked in the pre-show about how John Cena adopted this slower, more methodical pace for his wrestling matches, and that was demonstrated when he fought Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. And Randy Orton typically did the same thing as a heel. So with them wrestling in similar ways and the alignment of the characters being flipped, I was very fascinated to see how they would mesh together in the ring and what the chemistry would be like. And it certainly started off slow and methodical, as was expected. They even went back and forth in chokeholds at one point, because again, this is how they wrestle. However, it got insane and chaotic towards the end. There were tables, there were multiple refs, and so on and so forth. The false finishes were absolutely crazy. But a really funny and I think potentially very interesting part of the night was R-Truth's interference in the match, which helped John Cena get the victory, which means that Cena has not won a match without some sort of interference, at least in his heel run. So I'm going to say this right now. I would love a storyline that happens slowly over time, where R-Truth has sort of aligned himself with John Cena and The Rock and Travis Scott, if you want to throw them in there. But he slowly realizes over time that his childhood hero is maybe not the person he should be defending anymore. And that story culminates in a match between R-Truth and John Cena for the world title. I don't know if it should be the final match of Cena's career, probably not. But I think if they went along with this story, told it right, and built R-Truth up to be not only just a goofball, but someone who can really go in the ring like we know he can, I would absolutely watch a match between these two. The promo battles between these two would be so wild, I can imagine it now. All that said, John Cena did get the victory and went on the mic afterwards to say that he wants competition. I'm interested to see where all this goes. I think Gunther versus Jacob Fatu would be a phenomenal match, and maybe the next title that Gunther should go after. Lyra Valkyria is one of my favorite champions at the moment, so I hope she continues to get booked strong and as a fighting champion, which she was definitely demonstrated to be in this match. That wrestling match they had really made it seem like those two are the GOATs of women's wrestling in WWE at the moment. And I'm very excited to see who John Cena's next competitor is going to be and how all of that is going to pan out. And I really hope that R-Truth's appearance and interference isn't just a one-off thing, but this kind of becomes a regular thing. That said, again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and make sure you follow me for more wrestling content.